time to get up there and just get to know each other and hook someone up and help them out, you'd be amazed at what that will do for your community. And I'll tell you, I'll wrap up here. You probably want to hear from people that are actually from the Vegas tech community, but I'm thankful you invited me out here. I would really hope that beyond ECOM on Left LA, that I get to help other Vegas entrepreneurs. And I'll tell you, if you ever come to LA, please look me up. It's not an empty commitment. I still, even with MedWorks today, try to give a lot of time to entrepreneurs. It is a passion. So if you do make it to LA, my head, my heart, my mind, and my home are open to you. I mean that literally. I have opened up my home to entrepreneurs coming through. I would love to throw parties with you if you want to promote your company there. If you want to know what's going on, please come to LA, and I hope when we send our folks here, you take care of us as well as we would like to take care of you. Have a wonderful day, and wish you all very much success in your lives. Thank you.
What is Vegas Tech? So you saw the name earlier, and to me Vegas Tech actually has three meanings. Vegas Tech is the community that we're all a part of here. Vegas Tech is the famous hashtag that everyone talks about on Twitter. It is definitely the place to go if you want to keep track of what events are happening, what kinds of companies are launching. How did Vegas Tech form? So there was a reference earlier, Paige just made it, about doing things. And that's really, to my mind, the key behind the success of Vegas Tech. There was no committee that was formed to do a white paper and study what was going on here and make recommendations. The whole idea behind Vegas Tech is it was formed by people who wanted to do something and make a difference, and were willing to make some mistakes along the way. So the mathematical equation that we use for Vegas Tech is the sum of doers plus community support plus an acronym JFDI. And because we're a MIPS company, I won't describe the whole acronym, but it's just something doing. And that's really the key. Again, no committees, no studies, no let's figure out what we're going to do. It's let's do something and try it.
I want to say thank you to David and Jennifer Goss for bringing me here and to be part of Tracky. I think what I'm here to talk to you about is really how I can be a living case study of what Tracky does and how to use that in my life, and then and just about how social has impacted my life. I realized that in doing this one thing, I kept telling them, well, I don't know if we can exactly recreate it. It was messaging, it was urgent, they really needed us. I donated my online profiles, but if I had a resource like Tracky at the time, I could have documented each step of the way as a task. I could have created a track on how we actually executed that and then invited people in so that they could take it and use it and implement it almost real time. Instead of creating Word documents, writing blog posts, pitching the story, it's really broken up, and then to have the time put aside to dedicate 1, 2, 3 hours to each of those people just isn't feasible when I actually have to work and make a living as well. And these are busy professionals also. They don't always have time to read everything and be up to date. So in those same tracks, we can collaborate and post articles that we're going to reference in the chat so people can read at their own leisure.
Our next speaker is kind of a big deal. It has nothing to do with the fact that he has 4 million weekly listeners on his radio show. Man. It also has nothing to do with the fact that he's been in 110 episodes of Babylon 5. Man. It's because his Babylon 5 character, Michael Garibaldi, was once merchandised as a Halloween costume. That's epic. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jerry Doyle.
This is like so trippy here. This is like a set of Babylon 5, except it's real. And it all works. There is a whole universe of people out there, underserved, ill-served, not served, that are looking for a place to come together and be a part of the solution. How do we connect them? This is where I came to a little understanding of what Tracky is all about. A way that we can bring people out of these gated ideological communities and bring them together. You got this, you got that, I got it, I can help. Boom, how about this? Boom, we start to get things done. Somebody gets a job, boom, it's like the guy with this kid on the horse. That problem solved. How do we do the next deal? So how do we bring these people together? My business is AM and FM, terrestrial radio, blah, blah, blah. And if you're not listening to the show at that day, at that time, you wouldn't have missed the 20 minutes I spent with David and Jennifer talking about tracking. You didn't hear it, you missed it. But working with people like Sarah, Kate, and others, we can boom, wow, I won't put it out there. It starts to go viral. It starts to take on a life of its own, and people want to be a part of something that's moving. But there's also other aspects that I think with the social collaboration, and we can have a hell of a lot of fun. Because if you're not, what's the point? Now, David, I don't know, if you want to check, I got 6 figures here for you. I'd like to.
I definitely want to check.
Don't cash it.
Thank you so much.
I really look forward to working with you, and I wish you guys the best, and rock it. And I think this is something that's very needed, and it's very timely, and there, as I said, there's a whole explosion of potential out there that's just waiting to be released, and I think you guys are going to have a great ability to tap into that, and I'm honored that you guys are going to be a part of it and introduce it to my radio audience. So
Thanks so much.
Congratulations.
Awesome, man.
All right.
Hold on to that one for sure until Friday. Just to kind of play off of that a little bit, what Jerry was talking about, because he doesn't know the lingo yet. Actually, I was on his show, I think it was about a week or 2 ago, and started talking to him more about it. And if you can envision radio today, I mean, 4 million listeners a week, and he has one of the most engaged audiences out there. But there's really no engagement with those users beyond what they listen to, whether it's the radio in their car or whatever. And this is a way that an entire audience can come over to his website and segment by segment on a daily basis, as he goes through the topics that he's talking about, different people can start to collaborate and connect with each other and become passionate about some of the causes or some of the items that he's talking about. So I really think it's an epic opportunity for Tracky. I'm very impressed with Jerry being able to see the future there. And as he was mentioning, his entire network that he's part of, they all could potentially become part of Tracky. And today is the final reality of our dream and our vision that's been worked on for a year and a half. And I thank you all so much for coming here. It's a super exciting time for us to actually, in front of you, land a major account, on the day of our launch and have it streamed live. That's wonderful, and I thank Jerry so much for that. I could spend the next 2 hours just thanking everyone, but I do want to highlight a few individuals. Rob Roy is such a great mentor and such a good friend. On Sunday, he called me and he talked to me for almost 3 hours, just trying to encourage me, just trying to say, hey Dave, what you're doing, it can have a big impact. This is how we see Switch potentially using Tracky. We have 4,200 or 4,600 people who are now aware of what's going on in Las Vegas, who are part of this SuperNet. Disney, Pixar, Google, the list goes on and on. And those people are now coming to Las Vegas and becoming aware of this community. And Rob says, how can we use Tracky and customize features and products in Tracky in order to help this community really know what's going on? He's always thinking about community. What's so wonderful is making a facility like this available. I think Mike Yoder, you tweeted earlier today, you said, I think Deck 10 of the Starship Enterprise or something like that. I totally think that this is an incredible facility. And for a small startup company in a small tech town, so to speak, Las Vegas, for us to be here in front of the world now, it's an incredible opportunity. But I must say, my wife is such a supportive, wonderful person, and we would not have been able to make this company or launch it without all that she does. So I just want to thank her, and I would appreciate a round of applause. One of the things we always say is, even though we work together all day, every day, and we spend all our time together, we say that we don't have enough time with each other. So it's a wonderful relationship over time. So thank you all so much for coming today. Really appreciate it. And I hope that we'll have you come over to the after party. Tom, if you'd like to put up the, actually Jen, you'd have to go out of the demo and let Tom take over the back of the PowerPoint. And actually, did we not include it? All right, well, in your welcome packets, in those gift bags, I believe there's a map, right, from how to get from here over to the Mike Tyson Mansion. And that you'll join us for the festivities. We have 4 DJs that are going to be spinning tracks tonight. One of them is Doug Berta, who's here. He's a local Vegas tech supporter and an attorney, so it's pretty crazy, pretty cool. Hope that you'll come and enjoy that. All the food and the Las Vegas Distillery showcasing the spirits that they're distilling here locally in the valley. Thank you so much for your support as a community, and just really appreciate you taking the time today. So thanks so much. Let's celebrate.